I think it was just a intuition thing, really. I chose Wrest Park as a location. It was the first one that caught my eye in the list, and I never heard of it. I definitely found it quite intriguing how all these various cultural nuances were pulled out and thrown into Wrest Park as a whole. And I felt this was quite perfect because it ties in with how I want to intertwine Black culture with British society and how culturally Black people have left their prints. So having the project shot there just to me was a bit poetic because the location itself has the same connotations with which I want my images to show. One thing I wanted to do with my work is narrate stories of my people the way that I wanted us to be reflected. I feel like the best stories are the ones that are experienced and lived through. So a lot of what I try to do with my work is tell my own stories through life's experiences, through other people who share their own stories with me, and just kind of understanding the clashes between being a Nigerian but growing up in different surroundings was very kind of insightful to me. Also hard to adjust. So that's really the basis around why my project is called Finding Common Ground. I am a British person, I'm a British citizen, I'm also a Nigerian citizen, but where exactly do I meet that defines who I am? It's really about taking the two cultures, the two lifestyles, and just merging them to create an identity of who I am today, which is a Black British citizen. I feel like there was a huge essence of community in the whole thing, where everybody just kind of got along well with each other. When picking the models out with my stylist team, we wanted to have a group of people who knew maybe at least one person or someone from the shoot that they could connect with. That way I can create a story that links everyone together. So we had people who were reflecting the African diaspora who came from abroad to settle into the UK. We had people who were born and raised in the UK with Black parents who migrated here when they were younger. Also people who came from their respective countries but still held on to their own heritage and what they believed in. Really what I was trying to do was just bridge everybody together, showing their cultural differences within the Black community and how we still all link to each other. Heritage for me definitely has changed who I am as an artist moving forward. That wouldn't have been possible had it not been for this project that I'd worked on with Photoworks and English Heritage. To me, heritage is just an understanding of who you are, who you came from, and where you're going to moving forward. That's what I try to accomplish in shooting this project, so I hope that reflects in the images. Before now, I'd never had any sort of mentor or anybody that I would kind of look to in terms of helping, how do I do this or how do I do that, or how does the photography industry work in general. One thing for me working on this project and speaking with the organizers, speaking with the likes of Matab Hussein and Ingrid Pollard was a great help for me in terms of researching and understanding more about what I was doing. Was just gaining knowledge from people who have done what I'm doing before me, knowing that in order for me to progress, I had to look back at the people who were doing it and how they did it and learning more about the process, because honestly, there's no way you can get through this photography industry or making work without respecting the people who did it before you. I hope that the work definitely highlights the differences in cultures and ways of living within the UK today that also influenced Wrest Park at the time. I do hope that when people see the work, they definitely see that translation of history and culture through other countries, how their heritage was implemented into the UK, the same way we had cultural artifacts in the building or influences that were implemented into Wrest Park. This is definitely the longest project I've worked on. It allows me to patiently plan out how I want everything to be. And for the first time, really, I've been focused on research for the project, both before and after the shoot was done. I found out really that once I finished shooting, that's when the process really started to begin. History is usually taught to you by somebody. And for the first time really in my life, I made the conscious effort to go out and look for that history, look for that documentation of my people here in the UK. So that's one thing I am quite grateful for. I do believe that wouldn't have been triggered in me had I not taken on this project. So all in all, it was a very great experience.